Well, our next guest here at the Author Castle is an expert in past lives, future lives, and how to go in, identify the experiences, the lessons, and the wisdom from those past and future lives and take them right into the present. I know it might be something you haven't heard of before, but this is about to blow your mind. Jiayuh Chyan is the author of The Key to the Akashic Records. You're going to want to hear about this. Jiayuh, let's get ready to blow some people's minds. So your key to the Akashic Records: access your personal spiritual advisor 24/7 to fulfill your soul's highest potential. Tell us about this, Jiayuh. What is your book about and who is it for?
Oh, wow. Well, my book is about Akashic Records, but more than that, my book is about having a clear, simple, practical way to actually teach people, the readers, they can actually access through the book to access their own records, access the records for themselves as well as for others.
So powerful. So let's say you're here and you're wondering, by the way, Carol says hello. Hi, Carol. So let's say that you are wondering, is there, should I write my book? Or you're wondering, should I start a business? Or you're wondering, should I go on a vacation? What I have noticed that's so powerful about working with you is when throughout this book writing process, what should my title be? Should I create a training program for people who want to learn this? We would get to a decision point and you would say to me, like, I need to consult my Akashic Records, I will come back to you. So tell people, because you might be right now making a decision. Should you get married? Should you write a book? Whatever the decision you might be at right now, tell people what you do. What do you mean when you say I'm going to access my Akashic Records?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm going to try to simplify it. Otherwise, I'll be here all night, all weekends.
And by the way, you can do a training course with Jiayuh where she'll teach you exactly how to do this for yourself.
So when I say I'll double check with my records,
that's what she said. I'll double check with my records.
I know this makes sense, and I know I want to do this, but then let me just check, and I'll get back to you, after I check. And I always, it's pretty quick.
It's quick and sometimes surprising.
Absolutely, like the prayers, they come down like, wait a second. So very simply speaking, how I do it is I have a way to access records, which is actually in the book as well. I share with you the Universal Akashic Prayer, which was actually given from the records for this book, literally. Literally, it was just shocking to us. So through the prayer, I was able to connect with my records, and I would just ask my question, to my records. And I don't actually, here's the thing I want to share with readers. The Akashic Records is really the story of our soul's journey. That is why it has, and it is in a dimension of consciousness, so it's invisible. Because it's invisible, so there's no time and space. That is why there's no past, present, futures. That's created for us human beings to refer to, of course. But that is why all those information are available in that dimension, because they're all there. So one of the things also, when we, it's our inner wisdom. It's your soul. It's our inner wisdom we always have. We really truly do. But as we grow up, we kind of forget about that. We take on the social standards, the expectations, how we should do this. So our inner wisdom, we over time we disconnect with it. So working with your records is really have a conversation, heart to heart talking. And our soul really doesn't want to be a dictator. So, they want us to actually to be aware, to have understanding, so we can make a decision for ourselves. So every time when there's a question, on the surface it will be like, should I write this? Should I do this? But how I do it is I work with my soul. I ask my records. I say, well, what is the impact? Show me what is the impact if I do this, and it would just show me however the information comes to me.
So I'm going to interrupt because Kat asked, hi Kat. Kat asked a great question. She said, the subject I'm interested in, but how do you know if you're accessing your spirit guides or higher knowledge, or if you're just telling yourself what you're wanting to hear?
That's
great question,
that's
right?
An awesome question. So we are human beings, and we always have self-centeredness, which goes both ways. It's the self-judgment. Either I'm better than other people or I'm worse than other people. Both ways, they're all self-centeredness. Like we're not neutral. We see ourselves in certain, better or worse way.
Yep.
Right? So the thing about working with the records, the most difficult part is how can we just let go of those judgments about ourselves? Did I get that from my records, or did I just
Make that up?
Yep. And I have to be honest with you, it's very difficult. I experienced that myself. The first 3 months I was working with my records, that's my routine. I connect with my records, I think I get information, but the information is still like, it feels like speed trend. Did I make that up? And then I'm just like, did I make that up? And then the information float right before me, but my brain is like, did I make that up? So the speed train come over, I got nothing. Or maybe I just feel like I got something, but it's not clear. So how do I know it is from my records? It's just because I let go of the judgment. I no longer ask the question, I just trust it. And it is difficult to do. I mean, I'm not going to be, I have to be honest. It's difficult to do because our own judgment on ourselves.
Well, Justine cannot wait to read your book. I know why. Michelle, it says, this is the book I've been waiting for. Hi, Michelle. I miss you terribly. So excited you guys are going to read this book. It is amazing. It's going to open up a whole portal for you. That's why the cover looks like it does. Your key to the Akashic records. Now, if you have a friend who you think would want to go on this journey with you, go ahead and grab the link, have them also get a copy. Make sure you're downloading it now because it's only free for a very limited amount of time. But Jiayuh Chyan's Your Key to the Akashic Records. Jiayuh, is there anything that when you wrote this book that scared you in the process? And if other people are thinking about writing a book and they're scared, what's your advice about fear facing authors?
The first part of the question was, did I have a scare moment? My scariest moment was I was given a prayer from the records. I could not believe that was part of what I was supposed to do. Who am I?
Yeah.
I mean, there should be tons of more world-renowned spiritual leaders, literally. I mean, who am I?
You're just a little actuary of Taiwan.
Yes, I was working with numbers for decades, and I changed my career and I followed my heart, and so why are you giving me a prayer? It's scared the crap out of me. But then my advice to everyone, really, listen to your heart. Like I say, we all have it. Your inner wisdom, it is always there. If you just let it go of how you perceive yourself as how the society expects how you behave. So trust your heart.
Trust your heart.
Yeah.
So many. First, I have to tell you how many people are saying we look beautiful. So thank you, everybody. Mostly they're saying you, but somebody said you both look beautiful. So I was pretty excited about that one. And really, Jiayuh Chyan, the key. Oh, your key to the Akashic Records. Go ahead and grab that on Amazon. You'll learn more about Jiayuh in her book and how you can actually study the Akashic Records with her. So Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.